Derek Jeter is going to be on Jimmy Fallon tonight at 11:35 p.m. Eastern. You don't think that's suspicious at all, especially considering that his the collector's edition reveal is tomorrow, February 2nd. What else could Derek Jeter possibly be promoting on Jimmy Fallon or going on Jimmy Lee? You know what I'm saying. What makes you want to play MLB The Show 23? In particular, what makes you want to play Diamond Dynasty inside any MLB The Show in general? I want you to comment it down below. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of answers along the lines of either A, I love the game of baseball, or B, I find it fun. But I believe I truly have the answer of why we love this game mode and why we play it and hold it so dear to us. And that is progression. We love progression. That's why we play video games in general. Not only do we love progression in terms of our skill set, whether it's going to hit World Series for the first time or aiming to be a top 50 player, also Battle Royale, trying to go 12-0 or just get 12 win runs. We also love progression in terms of the aspect of improving the quality of your team, getting better cards or getting cards that are sentimental to you and you feel a certain way about them, or just getting the best cards available to go ahead into competitions and be on an even playing field, if not on a higher playing field. And I believe that MLB The Show takes out the progression aspect of the game within 2 to 3 months, and that's the reason why MLB The Show does not have a long life cycle and it fizzles out very quickly. And to me, it's the scaling system that is the biggest issue, and it all starts with the collections. You go into live series and each MLB The Show has 399 overalls that we start with. Sometimes there are extra 99 overalls whenever there are any exclusive programs that have a collection within them, such as the 42 series or something else that they add that might be a new feature that also includes a 99 overall. So you might be saying, why does a 99 overall go ahead and hinder us in terms of progression? So when you're facing 99 overall Randy Johnson inside the game cycle within the first month, which let's combine March and April into 1 month and say that's the first month of the game cycle, you most likely don't have the cards that are going to be on an even playing field with this Randy Johnson. You might have a team full of low-level diamonds, if not live series diamonds, like let's say Harrison Bader, for example. Do you think someone of these attributes is going to be able to hang inside the same ring as someone with these attributes and both players are at an even level in terms of skill? That's unlikely to happen. You most likely are going to get the complaints that you get nowadays, which is, man, I'm popping everything up, I'm lining everything out, everything I hit is hard but right at a fielder. Why? Because the attributes are coming into play. So whenever you release a 99 overall early inside the game cycle, you're going ahead and hindering all the other cards inside the game and making them dramatically less valuable. Hey, you don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button. It helps the channel grow. Also check out my social media links inside the description. Let's continue. Especially when these 99 overalls are either behind a paywall in terms of using money to buy stuff, time wall in terms of flipping cards inside the market, or behind Battle Royale where you need to have the skill set to go 12-0 or on 12 wins runs consistently in order to obtain these cards and complete your collections, or sell them off inside the community marketplace in order to buy stubs to complete your collections regardless. And I have a simple fix for this, and we're going to start it off with these 399 overalls, for example. So let's say that they did not want to go ahead and give us 99 overalls, and instead they limited us and started a scaling system that said, hey, within the first month of MLB The Show, March and April combined, April 31st, up until then, the highest overall card that you're going to be able to obtain is an 87 overall diamond. And the 87 overall diamond does not even come from your collections. The 87 overall diamond is going to come from online game modes such as ranked seasons by obtaining the World Series rewards, or from Battle Royale by going flawless. Now you might be saying, okay, so if the 87 overall diamond is going to be obtained through those two game modes only, so what are we going to do with collections? And it's pretty simple. In collections, instead of giving us 87 overall diamonds to start things off, you should give us 86 overall diamonds. So those players that have skill and go ahead and put hours rigorously into the game are going to be rewarded for all the hours and efforts that they put inside the game. but those of us that like flipping cards or find a way to make it passively in terms of completing the collections early on still have players that are good enough to hang with those players, even though they're just one overall less. What does this also do? This also helps out dramatically the ecosystem of the Live Series cards. Low Live Series diamonds usually don't have, I want to say, a long lifespan. Within a month or two, they're going to be selling for the minimum, and within 3 months, they're going to be selling for their quick sell prices, and that is not good for any game's ecosystem, in my opinion. And when I say that there are going to be caps and an 87 overall is the highest diamond that you're able to obtain, I'm not talking about Live Series diamonds. Live Series diamonds can stay at the overalls they're currently at, because that also makes them just a whole lot more valuable. Like, for example, we can start the game off with the 94 Ohtani and 92 Mike Trout. That makes packs more valuable, and that also makes these cards inside the community marketplace a lot more valuable. What makes them less valuable is when 1 month or 2 months into the game cycle, you go ahead and start throwing us 93s and 95s. Well, these guys are still 92s, and those 93s and 95s can do the same thing, if not better than these guys, because then you find no use for them. And if you find no use for the highest Live Series diamonds, then you're definitely not going to find any use for any other Live Series diamond or any other Legends and Flashbacks that you started off the game early on. So Live Series, it starts off with an 86 overall. We get ourselves 3 86 overalls, and you can make these cards whatever you want in the world. You can make them the most exciting players in the world. You can give us a Ken Griffey Jr. as the collection for the entire American League. You can give us a Randy Johnson for the collection of the American League, and let's say for the National League, you can give us an Albert Pujols, and let's just go ahead and throw that out there, right? So what you do here is 86 overall for collecting the entire MLB in the beginning of the game cycle. What comes next? We go on to month 2. Now in month 2, the highest overall that you're able to obtain is going to be an 89 overall. And how do you obtain this 89 overall? Same thing. Ranked Seasons World Series reward, that's where the 89 overall is going to be. And then Battle Royale, that's where the other 89 overall is going to be. So what happens with collections now? We completed collections very early on into the year, and now we got these 86 overalls. Now it's phase 2 of collections. So as we all know, or if you're new to MLB The Show, there are roster updates in MLB The Show, and with the roster updates, players get called up, or there are transactions and players get added into teams. So if you collected it once and you collected it very early on, you most likely never are affected by this. But this is going to change the ecosystem of the community marketplace and Live Series players in general as well, because now for the second month, 89 overall is the highest through ranked and Battle Royale, but you can now obtain 88 overalls, and it doesn't have to be the same 3 players. So it doesn't have to be, I believe I said, Randy Johnson for the American League, Ken Griffey Jr. for the MLB, and Albert Pujols. It doesn't have to be those players' 88 versions of themselves, even though you could do that, and that's also a good idea in my opinion, where you just keep upgrading it by the time of the month, right? It can be 3 different brand new players that you went ahead and integrated and gave 88 overall Legends and Flashbacks. That would be a whole lot cooler. And it would also make sure that just because you completed the collections once, you're not completely done with the game, and you still have to pay attention to the Live Series market, especially whenever teams get new players. It just creates a much healthier ecosystem, in my opinion. And eventually, those cards that come out later inside the game cycle are not going to feel so underwhelming, because we have a ton of players that match that. For example, when we got our first Ken Griffey Jr. last year, I'm not sure what exactly it was. I believe it was a prime Ken Griffey Jr. of some sort. A lot of people complained that that had to have been the worst 99 Ken Griffey Jr. that we had gotten. I believe it was the second half Ken Griffey Jr. right here. Why? Because we had so many other 99 overalls that competed on the same level, if not on an even better playing field than Ken Griffey Jr., that it just felt so underwhelming. When you go ahead and put caps, and in the third month, the highest overall is a 91 in Battle Royale, and then the other are 90s in Ranked Seasons, or excuse me, through through collections or through packs, let's say for example Conquest, whatever it is in the featured program, whatever it is, you go ahead and apply that concept to every single diamond that comes out. Is going to hold value because they most likely are going to be either A, better than the live series guys you have out there, or B, they're going to be much better than the 86 overalls you had out there, or if you're in the third month, they're going to be much better than the 88 overalls you had out there. So every single diamond that comes out inside the game is going to matter and is going to be important, and you're going to say to yourself, hey, I want to continue playing MLB The Show because I want to continue upgrading my squad and being prepared to go ahead and head into the next month with the best players available. If I take a month off, yeah, I'm going to be behind, but that's what it's all about. You shouldn't be able to just take 3 months off of MLB The Show, come back and have a team full of 99 overalls, because that's a slap in the face to everyone that grinded for those 3 months to have that team full of 99 overalls. It should be a grind where you go ahead and scale up slowly but surely, but that's what makes games fun, and that's what makes games addicting. The fact that you have to continue grinding in order to continue improving. And to me, that one change right there would be the biggest change MLB The Show can make in terms of non-gameplay features that will make a humongous difference and allow us to enjoy the game even a lot more. That being said, that is my TED Talk for today. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on the channel notifications inside the description. There are a ton of links that I want you all to check out that feature my social medias. Make sure you guys go ahead, follow me there. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.